trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this, okay? Now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Washington football team taking on the Tennessee Titans.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington football team. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Burnham. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Off the play fake. Burnham. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Tennessee.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. To throw again. Burnham. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Burnham. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
First and goal at the 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That'll to make the big move towards the end zone.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was
credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On 3rd down, Griffin. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
49 yards.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Burnham.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
The pass.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A gain of...
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
On 1st down, Burnham. And this one's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
To throw on 3rd down. Burnham into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are good. Get the football at the 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 20-yard touchdown.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Griffin toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This one caught by Davis. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
So one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Taken down and sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Griffin, and the pressure gets to him again. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Griffin. They will find Davis. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw on second down. Burnham. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Griffin. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Washington 13.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad, but let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good. For him. It did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Burnham. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Number 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Burnham. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Titans first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun. Burnham flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Shrugs him off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Tackled.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Griffin. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
Washington 16.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Titans.
From the gun, Burnham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback.
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. On now is the Titans punter. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
From the gun, it's Griffin. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
On 1st down, Griffin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Griffin on first down.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll complete this to Gibson.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside the red zone here. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Griffin. That's complete right around the 8. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Throwing again, Griffin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
The kicker on.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point splits the uprights. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Joey Slye.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Burnham. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
From the gun, Burnham. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The pass.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 9 yards on the play and a first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, all I can do up here is... First and 10. Burnham firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second.
Off play action. Burnham.
48 yards.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. And to give this time to the tailback. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Titans.
Throwing on first down. Burnham eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Titans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First down, Tennessee.
On first down, Greenwood. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yes. Sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it...
On first down, Stevenson. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 20.
To throw on second down. Stevenson escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. Stevenson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Another solid. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll set up shop right near. The utter dominant. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn it around, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear.